Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today, more Fringe. This is episode 13 from season 1, The Transformation. I don't know why I did this. Now, thoughts on the previous episode, they're on the back half of there. Big takeaways are Peter and the sister they had a little maybe exchange at the door, a little moment. I don't know how to feel about that. Or maybe I'm just looking into it too far, or, some weird competition down the road. And the guy who was the villain who made the computer virus, that was, he's Frank. He's Frank in The Wire. I started the season 2 of The Wire, and I was like, hey, I know this guy. Still haven't seen Nina in a little while. That one dickhead guy, I forget his name, was riding everyone, and he's floating around in the backdrop. Agent Dunham, Miss Olivia, what are you going to do about this dude who obviously has a chip on his shoulders and has old grudges from, Marine Corps prosecution days, JAG days, way back when? I want you to watch the screen. What do you think? We're going to push a button in 3, 2, 1, push. Is this weird? Is this weird? Is my head weird? Is everything off? This is what I see in the mirror, right? This is what you see in the video. It's weird. Is my head crooked? I mean, yeah, this is a stupid channel with a stupid guy running things, but you're here on your own behalf. I've never asked you to be here or to click or to come back, so it's your fault. Don't blame me. You're into stupid people. So yeah, this is gonna be Fringe, season 1, 2, 1. When am I? Season 1, episode 13, The Transformation. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will soon be starting our in-flight movie. We will be coming through with headsets, which are available for purchase for $4.
I feel like I missed some characters while playing with the volume, but the intros in this show and airplanes have genuinely not been good for the people. This dude know something? Like, is he leaving a note for the people that find him?
Excuse me?
It's an old wives' tale to stop the bloody nose.
Yeah?
Actually, I tried it once. It doesn't work. It's all bull.
That's a low sample size, though. I mean, what if it worked 80 other times? Okay, so the reaction you were looking for, but what is this confirming?
There's something happening to me that I don't have the time or the permission to explain to you.
What is it?
You need to listen to me very carefully. I need you to go to the passengers. I need you to collect as many sedatives or tranquilizers as you can. I need you to get those drugs for me. Do you have any weapons? A gun?
Go call the captain.
So if you're like a living bomb, why the fuck did you get on the plane?
Taser won't do a thing. It'll just piss me off.
He wants the
trying to help.
drugs, but he
Help us
seems to
all.
be on something already.
Is he gonna Hulk out? He's like, it's gonna piss me off, and
You keep me in there. You keep that door closed. Get whatever
that's why I
sedatives
wanted
you
the
can as soon as you
tranquilizers.
can.
You go in that bathroom, sir.
I am not messing around. When you get the drugs, you come back.
We gotta barricade this door, start doing something at the points, and get a pipe between the door and the wall. No, but then if he punches a hole in the plane, that's bad too. Now the door would go before the outer wall would, right? The classic mirror shot, dissolving face, The Fly, that other horror movie. I think a Freddy Krueger did it. Technically Pizza the Hut, his face, I count it. Oh, I wasn't thinking quill rat, giant werewolf thing, but
The captain says we should restrain him, but I've
like Sonic the Hedgehog and a Yeti had a pissed off kid, right? Speaking of, I have still not seen any of the Sonic movies. Is it worth it? Should I? I don't know. Yeah, the best thing that dude actually could have done is like just jumped out of the plane. It may have depressurized the cabin depending on how high they were. It may have sucked everyone out. It may have blown out their eardrums, but it wouldn't be a red interior, in the plane. What came off? What the fuck was that? Okay, I've given the show a lot of credit with the graphics for the time, but that was a shitty explosion.
Look at Live and Beautiful.
What are you, fucking David Bowie?
Is it Lola? No, Lola was the hamster. Roxy was the dog. Liv, what is this? Is this Mom's?
Ah, Fuck. Where did you find this? What are you doing?
It's from John. You told me that you guys were... He asked you to marry him?
No. He didn't. It was a mistake. Suffice to say that it never actually happened.
Well, then why... You can't say he didn't ask me, but now there's a ring.
He was a traitor. People that he was working with, I still don't even know who they were.
Could have just said it's classified and sorry.
God, Liv. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Me too.
I don't know. Her emotional beats there. She changed it up quick.
Whatever happened up there, I'm guessing has something to do with what I'm about to show you.
Uh-oh.
No one's ever seen an animal like this.
Why is everyone on the scene allowed to look at it? Yeah, people aren't freaking the fuck out over this crispy roach monster thing.
Our friend here didn't start out this way.
Hey, Liv.
Yeah, can we get a tarp over that, please? And get these regular civilians the fuck out of here?
So the official word right now is engine failure. The pilot tried to bring it in for an emergency landing. The landing gear failed to engage.
Why does she recognize him?
It works. What it does to you, it's a horror show. It's far worse than you can even imagine.
Oh, it's one of Dude's memories, and it's linked with her, right? That's why she's...
I think this is our guy.
The fried dog ramp?
Yeah. Marshall Bowman. Call it my gut.
Your gut. Women's intuition. You know, psychic link between the partner.
I would expect whatever caused this mutation, you've completely altered his internal organs.
God, I hope I never have to hear him say the word nipple again.
Evidence of an extradural hematoma, possibly epistaxis.
Meaning he had a colossal nosebleed.
I know.
I was expecting him to give a nipple right away.
What is it, a tumor?
Unless a tumor is made of glass.
And he didn't break it, ripping it out of there, not knowing it was glass.
Back of the file are Bowman's U.S. clients.
Is it the other guy in the vision? Bingo.
In the last 60 seconds of the flight. Play it.
New York Center, this is Vertus Air 718 Heavy. We have something on board. It's already killed at least 3 passengers. God, hold it back!
That was less than 30 seconds. It wasn't the last minute of recording.
Tech's trying to recover more. Let's get back to work, people.
He's the guy that Marshall Bowman was flying in to meet. So, we need to bring him in for questioning.
I'm kind of leaning further back. I wonder how that's going to do with my audio. We'll find out.
What's going on, Liv?
John Scott and I shared consciousness, and some of his memories are still in my head.
His memories.
What if you had a memory of your partner having sex with you? Would that'd be some...
I saw him.
Whoa!
Okay. I'll bring him in.
That's it?
Despite the 1,000 questions I have in my head right now.
Okay, we'll see. This is called an editing point.
Bishop's House of Horrors.
Hey, how are we doing?
Good. We got the blood work. Right. It is Marshall Bowman.
Dude.
I don't believe it. We found a similar disc on the DEA agent a few months back.
I don't remember that. What episode was that? I mean, I took a big break.
How do you know Marshall Bowman?
He's my banker, overseas.
You heard what happened on Flight 718?
Yeah, that's the plane that crashed, right?
Crossed arms and they're very up high.
This is Marshall Bowman. He was on board that plane.
Was this... Oh, bro, they're about to experience it.
I need help.
They waited till way too much blood was going on.
No! Not yet. Not until he talks. I want to know the name. Who dosed you?
Connor?
I checked the DHS database. Nothing came up on a Conrad first or last name.
Oh, Conrad. Okay.
Well, so far there's no mention of a Conrad in John's old files either.
Why don't you let me take a turn?
Thank you.
Wouldn't they go to Conrad's Crabs? Isn't that a place nearby?
I'm testing it on tissue samples as we speak. If you mean before he turns into a beast, I wouldn't wager on it, no.
Since we got this ticking time bomb, can we just drop him somewhere that we don't want those people to live?
A data storage device.
I want authorization to exhume John Scott's body.
John Scott.
I think he may have one of these on him too.
Nina got to them, so that she probably would have found something.
You can't dig up John Scott's body. And that other disc, it didn't go to the NSA.
Where did it go?
One of the advantages of being the Defense Department's biggest
What do you
contractor
know?
is the massive dynamic has money to develop technologies generations beyond that of the U.S. government.
For what it's worth, it was not my decision to keep this from you.
The number said 102-800. I don't know why, but I picked up on that.
As you suspected, we discovered a glass disc identical to the others embedded in Agent Scott's hand.
We've kept him in a suspended state because we believe that the information stored in the discs self-destructs when the disc's host dies. Seems to implicate Agent Scott as part of a bioterrorist cell.
It's an interesting plot device to keep him in stasis, because then they can use him as long as they need to for whatever influence or things they need to.
3 hours ago, French intelligence relayed to D.C. that an informant of theirs claims a major weapons sale is about to go down in Chicago.
Hello?
I'm on my way
Okay,
back.
yeah.
Walter there?
The time I'm not drinking, he answers the phone normally, you know.
And he has the answer in his memory, which means that it's in mine.
Olivia.
You know how dangerous this is.
Tell Walter to prep the tag. I'm going back in.
You must listen to my voice at all times. It is your connection, your lifeline. Understood?
Hasn't she done this a couple times? I mean, you still have to do like pre-flight, you know.
3, 2, 1.
Little jarring, I can appreciate it. Camera's trying not to get in the mirror.
This is where we used to meet.
I mean, this is kind of like what I was saying earlier, but I meant like prospectively observing the memory through somebody's eyes, not witnessing the memory, but...
Oh man, this is crazy.
Absolutely. This will never happen again.
No.
Don't worry, he can't see you. Remember, you're observing a memory.
I'll be right back.
The things I want to say that she... No. Bitch, don't look at me.
Hey, Liv.
John's talking to me.
That's not possible, Olivia. He can't see you.
Duck down. Does he look at you like... Yeah.
Don't move.
Liv, what's wrong?
Stop. Don't.
I miss you.
Don't move.
Mind bullets. Like, what are you gonna do here?
I know that you were part of a terrorist cell. We have your partner in custody.
Liv.
No!
What just happened? No.
Olivia.
See, do I leave this part of the sequence in, or do I just cut to whenever the important shit happens next?
Conrad. He's a monster, Liv. Capable of creating horrible things, weapons, which he does for no other reason than because he can. And that's me. The problem was we were hunting a man none of us had ever seen before. It was my most important mission. And I failed.
Who were you working for?
What if it was just a Black Ops mission, like, off the books, FBI, gone rogue, crazy shit?
The truth is, they were, they are, government agents. NSA, secret task force.
Oh, well, fuck.
And so was I.
You need to talk to him. He was privy to information he has.
John? My contact at NSA couldn't confirm a single thing that John said, of course.
The NSA is not gonna confirm shit with you.
You want to wake up Hicks, even though he could transform just like Bowman did.
Well, Conrad could be selling this virus as we speak, and Hicks is the only one who can tell us how this is going to go down.
And you're willing to take John's word that you can trust Hicks. What if he's still lying to you? Have you considered that?
So I guess the question is, what's your instinct?
They've had more conversations these last few episodes. And they're not doing it cheesily. Like, girl time, girl talk, like it's very professional, it's just very cordial and...
Sorry to wake you. Even worse than adrenaline. Except perhaps lice, which is a nightmare.
If he has a virus, are we worried about contagious? Should we be near his face?
I do have a recorded IQ of...
196.
Really?
We know about the work you were doing with John Scott.
He's restrained, right? Like, I know he was tied down earlier, but...
I know this label gets slapped on pretty much all we do, but preventing this transaction from taking place is our highest priority. An informant with extensive information on the players we'll be dealing with. His name's
nice edits, these transitions.
To relay all necessary information to Agent Dunham, using an encrypted and untraceable two-way radio which we implanted earlier this afternoon. Agent Francis will coordinate surveillance.
She'll give the go signal. That signal will be...
Christmas.
What are these glances? I mean, I know what they are, but it...
Well, they're gonna be suspicious. Why they've never seen you before, you tell them you used to work with Anderson.
What do you mean called back to the basement?
Just say it, he'll understand.
You're not messing with me, are you, Hicks?
Yeah, you all your buddies have a code that's like, if you hear this, then kill that person.
That's him. Here we go.
I was expecting someone else.
Ernesto flew in, but he was called back to the basement, so he couldn't make it.
I thought he said, who are they? And he pointed to Peter. I'm like, they is Peter. What the fuck are you talking about?
We met at the White Horse on Wheatley Road. You know it?
I don't recall.
You would. Thai food.
The hell did he come up with that?
Yeah, I wonder if he's just bullshitting or if it's an actual, if he's familiar with the area. And
It's all here.
Have a seat.
Or just copy-pasted something from one city into that city to make the story.
I was skeptical that you'd come at all. But this is a larger purchase.
That guy reminds me of Matt Pat and the Fonz. If you mix them up. Fucking mana flasks? What are we doing here?
Conrad would like to see you.
When?
No.
She's waiting for Conrad.
We've included this with the purchase. It's a reverse mutator.
Well, we shouldn't have a need for that.
It's only in case of accidental exposure. Now, why wouldn't Ernesto call me back himself and tell me someone else is coming to meet?
Well, how would I know? I'm not Ernesto's mother.
At least tell me who he was meeting.
Name one of the other guys, the dead guys, maybe.
A simple question. Who was Ernesto meeting?
I need a name.
Tony. He's meeting Tony. Commercial break. You sons of bitches.
Who was your colleague meeting?
And they're both killed season 1. What a twist.
Tell him I am not getting greased over Ernesto's dirty little secret.
What secret is that?
Shut your mouth.
Ernesto is sick.
Who are these people? According to them, Ernesto's sick.
Peter could get to that gun. It's right on his backhand. Christmas!
Kill them both right now.
They played that a little too close. I mean, I know they were waiting for Christmas to drop, but...
John Scott says hi.
Conrad Etienne Moreau. Wanted in connection with at least half a dozen biological attacks.
I would have saved the John Scott says hi until interrogation, where he's like, how do you know this, or, you know, whatever, or you hit a dead end, then drop John Scott.
And you caught him. I would think you could at least let yourself crack a smile about that.
Bam. Back to work.
Despite the successful outcome of this case, John Scott's status remains the same. Even if he was telling the truth, there's no way to confirm it.
I know the truth. And that's enough. Hello?
Hola.
Anyone here?
Enrique, estás aquí? Uncle Bob? Always in the back of my head. Always, always, always something's rolling. I live in a fantasy world and every once in a while deal with reality.
So the antidote worked.
He started improving almost as soon as I administered it.
I was hoping you'd do me a favor.
Don't put her back in the tank. She was looking at it on the way in.
Go back in.
Fuck, man, don't do it.
Your brainwave patterns are returning to normal. Your mind is finally succeeding in purging itself of Agent Scott.
She even just tried to kill him, in her mind.
It would be for seconds, minutes at best, and then you would never see him again.
Then we need to do this now.
How many bikini shots are we trying to squeeze into one episode? That's actually good attention to detail, because before she was in business attire and then stripped down to bra, but if she just got done with the raid, she had a sports bra on. So that's like a minor, you know, there's a reason for it.
We caught him today. Conrad.
Really?
So, oh yeah, that's closure on, because he was going after Conrad.
I always meant to tell you. I guess I ran out of time.
And because he's fading away, it's like their last moment, like the last thing she can say to him before he dies. In Black Mirror, there was an episode.
We can't ever be together.
There was an episode where
Not really.
San Junipero, they could make it work somehow.
I love you, Liv.
Oh, whoa. Was the lake frozen? It wasn't frozen before, was it? And this is the credits. Yep. Cool shit. Alright, let's get to the outro. Season 1, Episode 13, The Transformation. Another mystery virus emerges aboard an international flight, leaving behind freakish remains. Peter and Olivia must go undercover to investigate. Okay. Yeah, the day that this show opens on an airplane and nothing happens... Fuck, I just realized I didn't even think about the observers at all. At all. Like, I haven't seen them in episode 11, 12, 13 since I started watching again. I keep fucking forgetting. Sorry, I just completely derailed my thought process. But yeah, viruses, freakish remains, airplane crashes. This is becoming par for the course. I mean, even if it's only 2 or 3 episodes of the 13, that's got to be the majority of it, right? Percentage-wise. I like that the last episode I had some Peter and Olivia thoughts, and this episode was definitely Olivia and John thoughts, like actual thoughts, but you know, thoughts. I mean, as far as I'm expecting, that this is, I mean, okay, that was a wreck. Earlier in the episode, I said that this is a good plot device to hold on to John, so that if they need something, they can just like, boom, you know, inject it, or oh, it's another memory, or it's some distortion, or something deeper is in there, you know, but no, it seems to me that the last of the memory cross is gone. Like that's dissipated, and John is in a stasis, not dead, but a stasis. You know, the Emperor of Mankind over there, not really dead, but not alive. So I'm not expecting him to come back into the show, resurrect, regain consciousness, function, none of that. But fucking Quill Beast, whatever it was, just burst out of the damn bathroom. Like, that door wasn't gonna hold him. I don't know. Oh yeah, right, they were dosed. That's what it was. He wasn't intentionally doing that. It turned out that they were dosed. Got it. Things are clicking now after the fact. Astrid and Olivia had some moments, some talks. That's good. You know, is lauded. That's a good thing, or is that a bad thing? I've praised the weirdness of Astrid and Walter, and them not agreeing and not being things forgotten about and brushed over. Like, I enjoy the continuity of the relationships developing. So it was nice for these two characters to acknowledge each other a little more. Then that whole fucking end sequence, you know, I didn't think anything was going to necessarily happen to them, but the story started to fall through. Conrad walked in, and then upon kill them, it was way too much time was taken, you know. But it's entertainment. You got to build suspense. There's got to be moments of dread or panic. If this was meant to be real life, crazy shit would have killed all these characters way earlier in the season. I'm pretty sure. Alright, that was a lot of fun, but this is going to do it for me for now. I'm probably going to watch the next episode tomorrow morning, but, you know, by the time you see this, it'll be spaced out anyways. Probably, maybe? I don't know, we'll see. I had 2 The Wires and then 2 Better Call Sauls, I think. I'm thinking by the time you see this, I'll probably have 2 of the Invincible episodes out, so maybe doubling up. I don't know. It's that thing where people get to watch more of what they want in a burst, but then it takes longer to get back to their show because I double up on the other shows. Anyways, done rambling. Thanks again for being here, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks again, and goodbye.